Hi everyone, my name is Kelly Mata. I am an estate planning attorney and an autism mom. I do specialize in planning for disabled loved ones, working at my firm Flex Legal, which is in Florida. This series we are going to be discussing my own personal family estate plan. My first video in the series discussed the contents of the estate plan, which documents I plan to include, and a little bit about why. Today we're going to talk about the Revocable Living Trust. So that's the first document on my list. The Revocable Living Trust is going to act as a base for our estate plan. It's the document that discusses exactly who's going to inherit my assets in the event that I pass away, and instructions for doing so, much like a will would. But the benefits of having a trust is that it goes into effect right away. The revocable portion means that I can cancel the trust at any time, or I can make changes throughout my lifetime, which is very convenient. Another positive aspect of having a trust versus a will is privacy, so that document is not being filed with the court, and it does not have to go through the probate process. So that's going to save my beneficiaries time and money at the point of my death. My husband and I are going to create our Revocable Living Trust together. We do own all of our assets jointly, and we're going to be funding the trust with those assets. That trust document does go into effect right away as soon as we sign it, which is great for incapacity planning. So if something were to happen to us and we could not make decisions on our own, a trustee would take over at that point and make those decisions on our behalf according to our instructions. As we are living and healthy, we are going to be acting as co-trustees initially. So either one of us can make decisions about our assets that have been placed within the trust. We can contract on those. So in the future, if we have rental properties or some other assets that require additional paperwork or contracts, either one of us can handle that. We're also going to be naming some successor trustees. So if we pass away or we're unable to make decisions in the future due to incapacity, there will be those named to take over and follow the instructions in the trust. This can be a very useful tool for a lot of families, especially families with children with disabilities who become later adults with disabilities. Those children may need assistance finding care facilities, either for treatment or to live in. And we want to make sure that there's someone there in place that has access to our assets and can make sure that all of our children are well taken care of. So we're going to be doing that with the Revocable Living Trust. I do recommend that you find an attorney in your state to draft that for you. There are state-specific guidelines that control trusts, and you want to make sure that your trust is in fact valid in your state. In preparing for your design meeting with your estate planning attorney, you do need to have a list of your assets, a list of your beneficiaries, and any concerns that you want your trust to address specifically. So if you have specific instructions that you need to include there, this is the part where you would put that down in writing, and the trustee would be responsible for making sure that they carry out your wishes as you have indicated. So this is going to be the base of the estate plan. I am drafting it today. And I will meet you back here so we can talk about the Special Needs Trust, which is specifically going to be set up to assist my 8-year-old son in the future when he needs help from us. Thanks.